Temporary promotion has come to an end. Being asked to keep on doing the same job for less pay. Long-time lurker. First time posting here. So about 2 years ago I was given a temporary promotion. Dressed up as a development opportunity. I know. Right. And like a sucker I went for it. It was decent pay and a decent job. Bit stressful at times but overall okay. So last week the temporary promotion came to an end. Which is fine. I had been expecting it after all. Normally in our organization, civil service, you'd expect to be slotted back into your previous role, or another available role at the same grade in the organization. I had a conversation with a senior manager yesterday about my situation. I learned that as the role I was doing was too important to be left vacant. They would expect me to still perform the same duties, but on less pay. It was explained to me that the temporary promotion couldn't be extended beyond 2 years, because that's the organization's policy. So I have dug my heels in and refused and demanded I either get my pay increased if they want me to carry on performing the same duties, or I go back to doing my previous role. HR is now involved and I am getting increasingly anxious. But I am not going to be anyone's sucker. Thankfully we have a strong union, so I know they'll back me to the hilt. Time to make the promotion permanent. If they just want to add more work duties without the pay, update your CV and put it out. With your new skill set, you're likely to get more money elsewhere. They will undoubtedly hire someone at a much lower pay. Don't let HR scare you. They are there for one reason and one reason only: to protect the company's interests, not yours. Their job will be to strike a deal with you with lower pay. They aren't lawyers and you're not going to court. They are pencil pushers whose sole job is to protect the company at all costs. Your sole job is to look after yourself and your best interests. If it's too important to be left vacant, then they can permanently promote you. End of story. What country is this? Civil services usually have super strong rules about work grades and pay grades, including temp ones. Happened to me in NZ. I said no. They said they'll make me do the extras anyway. I said that's unlikely. And I went on to live another few years in the same role I'd always had before the temp promotion. Cut corners. Do the minimum or less. Look for a new job. I am on a 2-year contract right now and I am guaranteed my old job when it's up. My union put in the CBA that any temp job longer than 24 months has to change to permanent full time at the higher pay. Any union should have your back on this. Americans, pay attention to the last line. Thankfully we have a strong union, so I know they'll back me to the hilt. Act your wage. 2 years? Clearly circumstances have changed such that your contract has implicitly changed to make this a permanent promotion. Sounds like the problem is that the temporary promotion has a hard time limit in their organization. The best solution is to make the temporary promotion into a permanent one. After all, you've demonstrated that you know how to do the job. Apparently to their satisfaction. They need that role to be filled. They have established the compensation due to someone filling that role. The other option that may actually satisfy the suits and their technical requirements would be to just take another temporary promotion into the same position again. They've clearly stopped paying you that elevated rate, so it's not the same temporary arrangement being extended. This is an entirely new arrangement that by pure coincidence has similar, or better, for you, conditions. The third option is that you don't get the pay raise, and you absolutely put your foot down and refuse to do the expanded work. I would polish up that CV and start to get it out there now. so that if this is the end result, you're a step ahead of them in finding a new, better position. It's worth reminding, once you find new work, they're going to suddenly have the money for the raise. Don't take the bait. They had their chance. Time to nope right the hell out of there. Stay strong. Do not back down. WTF, even as a temporary promotion? How can a company get away with that BS? You're either promoted or you're not. There is no in between. Find out what the rate of pay was for the previous title holder. Multiply that by the increase in the cost of living since they held the role. This is your bargain basement bottom line. Multiply that number by 20% for having done the role for 2 years. That is your current market value. Whatever else, stop performing the duties exclusive to that role right now. Trust me, they can't find a candidate. That's why they make it temporary. Feel free to copy this. Listen, I'm either your developer, or I'm not. Since you said you can't possibly keep me as a temporary promotion, why not make that permanent? Do you really need more than 2 years to figure out if I'm worth promoting permanently? Quote. Stay strong. I can almost hear the conversation your superiors had over a nice meal, where your immediate manager moaned that he needed to somehow persuade you to take it up the ass, or he might not get the golf clubs he wants to buy. The fact HR are involved means they're up against a law or regulation and can't just fire you in a whim. Make sure you've got all the system passwords. Act your wage. File a grievance with your job steward. The job hopefully has been assessed, and if it hasn't, it should be. If they aren't paying you for the added work, then it shouldn't be done. Your union should no doubt back you on this. It's ludicrous. If you agree to do the job at lower pay, they will expect it to continue without that pay increase forever. Don't budge. If they want that work done by you, they know the price you'll charge for it. I'm assuming you're in the UK. Pretty sure any decent solicitor will be able to completely obliterate the employer on this one, particularly with the fact that civil service in the UK has very little room for this sort of nonsense.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.